This is not just about psychedelics. It is a story about discovering the sacred intelligence that live inside you. About a year and a half ago, I took golden teacher mushrooms. For the first time, I didn't knew it then, but that one experience would completely change the way I breathe, think, and my life. My name is Anmoldeep, and this is the beginning of the Soma effect. So, let me take you back. It was around midnight when I took the shrooms, golden teacher. I had been fasting the whole day, which I later realized may have intensified the experience. I simply took them with water around 3 a.m. I woke up, not groggy awake. I remember sweating a lot, but I felt light. My senses were heightened, colors more vibrant, sounds sharper. I could hear tiny sounds I'd never noticed before. I got up, made myself a glass of warm water with honey, lime, and Himalayan salt. Then, out of nowhere, I was pulled into movement. I started stretching, did Surya Namaskar, then ran for 30 minutes outside. When I came back, I was still tripping, but I felt aligned, focused, and I even went to work that morning and did everything better than usual. But the moment that stayed with me forever was this: I noticed my breath. Under the influence, it was different, deeper, rhythmic. I suddenly realized every substance, cannabis, alcohol, even sugar, changes the breath pattern, and each pattern connects to an emotion. There's a breath for anger, for anxiety, for joy. So, if I could control my breath in those moments instead of reacting, that was the seed. For the next year and a half, I began practicing breathwork. No substances, just breath. And I can say now, with honestly, I've been able to reach altered, even blissful states just by mastering my breath. Not every time, but enough to know it's real. Psilocybin, the active compound in magic mushroom, reduces activity in default mode network, the part of the brain associated with ego and mental chatter. This opens you to non-dual state, oneness, clarity, and expanded awareness. But breathwork, especially practices like pranayama, holotrophic breathing, or Wim Hof method, can produce similar effects. Studies show conscious breathwork can reduce cortisol, increase serotonin, and activate the vagus nerve, a key player in calming the nervous system. Some fMRI studies even show that long-term breathwork practitioners demonstrate increased gray matter in areas related to emotional regulation and focus. So, why I am telling you this? Because maybe just like me, you are curious or lost or searching for something deeper than that what society call normal. I'm not here to glorify psychedelics, but to honor what they can reveal. Golden Teacher showed me that the teacher is not the mushroom. It is what it shows you about yourself. The real Soma isn't something you consume. It is something you uncover. Through breath, through presence, through practice. This is just the beginning of the Soma effect. Before I go further, I want to share with you why I choose the word Soma for this channel. This is not just a name, it is a story, a forgotten mystery, a sacred symbol that had echoed through the chants of ancient India. Hidden in plain sight, Soma is one of the most sacred and puzzling words in the Rigveda, which is one of the oldest spiritual texts known to humanity. In those hymns, Soma is called the elixir of the gods, a divine living substance. It was said to give immortality, insights, bliss, and a direct connection to the divine. The Vedic seers, the rishis, sang hundreds of verses praising Soma. They drank it in sacred rituals, and it wasn't just a drink. It was a being, an intelligence, a deva. But here's the mystery. Nobody today knows exactly what Soma was. Some say it was a lost plant, others says it was symbolic. But over time, a new theory emerged that Soma might have been a psychedelic mushroom. Ethnomycologist R. Gordon Wesson in 1968 proposed that Soma was the Amanita muscaria mushroom, the red one with white spots you've probably seen in fairy tales. Others argue it was psilocybin cubensis, a psilocybin containing mushroom, because the effects euphoria, cosmic unity, radiant light match the descriptions in the Vedas. But beyond the science, what really moved me was this: Soma represented something beyond form. It was a bridge between human and divine. It was a doorway to altered consciousness, and that's what I felt during my first psilocybin experience with Golden Teacher. That I had accessed something ancient, sacred, and alive. So, when I started practicing breathwork and realized I could tap into those same states without substance, I knew this project had to be called Soma. Because Soma is not just a plant, Soma is an experience, a remembrance, a key. The Soma effect is what happens when you return to your inner intelligence, whether through breath, ritual, silence, or sacred plants. That's why this channel exists, to explore that mystery together. If you feel something stir within you, follow it, subscribe, follow the channel, and let's explore this forgotten wisdom together. The key is already within you.